a good lengthy practice. We got a lot done. We'll look at the film, try to correct what we need to correct and get better. But I'm appreciating everybody's willingness to come out and push through and do all the things that teams do in the middle of two-a-days. So excited about that. Richard Breho, as you noticed, was not at practice today. He suffered a foot sprain in practice yesterday. When he took his shoe off, the swelling got such that they took him for x-rays this morning. X-rays are negative. Hopefully we'll have him back later in the week. Don't know what his availability will be for the scrimmage, but if he's not well, we won't play him in the scrimmage. But our hope is, and I know his hope is, to be back and available for that. Jamie Graham, the transfer from Vanderbilt, needs to have a meniscus surgery tomorrow. So we're going to have him operated on at 1 o'clock, I believe, is the surgery on his right knee for a little cartilage. It'll be much like Hunley's surgery, in that the recuperation time is supposed to be somewhere between 3 and 4 weeks. Questions?
Breho cannot go in the scrimmage. How does that affect the situation?
Well, it just means more reps for Kevin, and it'll also provide more chances for the guys who are fighting for the third spot.
How does that affect your decision if you can't see Breho in that scrimmage?
Well, you know, like I said, I've got a wealth of information as to which guy is going to be the first trigger puller, and I'll make that decision when it's the prudent thing to do. But obviously, Richard wants to be there, but I'm not going to hold it against him. We have another scrimmage the next Friday in the Rose Bowl that we'll be able to make sure that he gets up. I'm sure he'll be available by that time.
How did he get hurt?
It got stepped on. Was what I was told. I think he had tweaked it maybe a little slightly, but then got stepped on and aggravated it.
When's the prudent time to announce your starting quarterback?
You know, I'm going to wake up one morning, TJ, and just say, this is the day. This is the prudent day.
So it's a revelation.
It's at the right time. I want to keep the competition going as long as I can keep it going, see how people respond to different things that happen during the course of competition. When people have a bad day, how do they come back from it? If people have a good day, how do they respond? Do they get hungrier? Those are the kind of things I want to keep evaluating before I make a call.
How did Kevin come back from a bad day yesterday?
He was better today, but still not as sharp as he needs to be. I think there's more in him.
Sharp in what areas?
Sharp in the accuracy area. I mean, there's balls that he's missing that he needs to hit.
He's talking about his feet sometimes.
Yeah, and you can't be thinking about your feet. You got to play, and you got to take what you do in drill work to the practice field. And if he'll do that, he's going to be terrific.
Albert Sid with the first team?
What's that?
Albert Sid with the first team today?
We worked Alberto there, yes. He's behind, but he certainly is a presence in there. Wide shoulder guy, big girth, and road grader.
Chris Ward going down a little bit with the second team?
Well, again, it's competition. We're trying to spur competition, create guys be a little hungry, be a little angry, find a way to come back and compete a little harder than maybe they've done.
Richard had built some momentum over these last 4 practices. How tough is that now? How big of a setback is this going to be now for you?
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I don't worry so much about how big a setback, because it is what it is. But he'll be back, and he'll be back soon. He's played a lot, so I expect him to be sharp when he returns.
Not just Richard, but just all these injuries that you're dealing with. What is your mindset upon dealing with these injuries?
Part of football. It really is no different. You can take any training list in any camp across the country, and you're going to have a bunch of this stuff. Fortunately, none of them have been the kind that we're going to miss games, with the possible exception of Jamie Graham. It wasn't good enough. We've got to find a guy that can go out there amidst pressure and kick the ball well. Watch them in practice; they're terrific, but driving range guys don't get the trophies. You know, you have to go out there and actually do it on the golf course. And kickers are much the same. They have to be able to do it in game action. So we're going to keep smothering it and keep looking for our options, because we need somebody who can go there and put it through there reliably.
Jeff Locke.
Are they doing drills? Because you guys are over here. They're not practicing field goals. Are they doing other things?
They're practicing field goals all during stretching. You talking about after practice? No, we do it all pre-practice. All pre-practice.
Is Jeff Locke going to be in that equation?
It's still possible. Still possible. I'm hoping to get it done with somebody else, but because he's so valuable in other areas. But we're going to not leave a stone unturned in that regard.
If Richard can't go to the next scrimmage, that kind of takes you down to the wire. You kind of have to have somebody that Monday, don't you?
You mean if Richard can't go in either one of the next
No,
two scrimmages?
even if he has to wait till the next scrimmage, I mean, it's taking you pretty close to.
No, people make game time decisions all the time about who their starter is. You follow college football.
I do.
I mean, people do it all the time. They try to hold it out so the team doesn't know who the starter is, like it's a big secret and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, but I've also seen the week before the first game, people use their starting quarterback with their first team offense.
I mean, you'll be here to see that, and you'll probably report it as such, right? But we'll make the announcement. What's the word we use? When it's prudent, right?
Right. Well, you already know who your starting quarterback is. You're just waiting.
See how he is.
Well, do you know who your starting quarterback is? Are you waiting?
I've told you I will announce it when I know it.
You talked about wanting more from that position. Do you feel like you've been getting it?
Yeah, we're getting better. We're getting better. We're just not as consistent as we can be, and that's frustrating. So we got to keep working.
Hey, Coach, what do you think of Ricky Marvray?
I think Ricky Marvray, if he'll listen to this coach, will be an outstanding young talent. An outstanding young talent. I think he's busted his tail. Now, if he'll just get in his playbook and understand everything that he's supposed to do rather than just what his position does, understand conceptually what the offense needs to do, then he's going to be an outstanding
Finally, you
talent.
rip a player.
Yeah. Can we rip him? Can we rip him some more?
Yeah, there you go. Finally.
No, Marvray's all right. He's a good kid. Youngster out of Corona Centennial. What else we got? Anything good? Nice job, Marvray. You look good there.